The silence in our suburban home in Naperville, Illinois, used to be a comfort. It was the sound of a life well lived, the hum of the high-end refrigerator, the distant rustle of the oak trees in the yard, the steady ticking of the grandfather clock in the hallway. But lately that silence had changed. It had become heavy, thick with the things my wife, Sarah, and I weren't saying to each other. My name is David Miller, and for 12 years, I believed I was the luckiest man in the Midwest. Sarah was a force of nature, sharp, ambitious, and possessed of a beauty that seemed to sharpen rather than fade with time. She was the woman I'd built everything for. But then came the Summit for Corporate Excellence in Phoenix. Sarah had been gunning for the senior VP position at her firm for 3 years, logging 80-hour weeks and missing our anniversaries for board meetings. When she got the invite to the summit, I tried to be the supportive husband. I bought a bottle of expensive Napa Valley Cabernet to celebrate, but as I poured the wine, she didn't look at me. She looked at her laptop. "David, the travel budget is a mess this year," she said, her voice clinical and detached. "The company policy is room sharing for anyone below the executive level. To save on overhead, I'm bunking in a suite with Marcus. He's the new regional director." Marcus. The name felt like a physical weight in the room. He was charismatic, 10 years younger than me and recently divorced. Before we go deeper into this story, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and let us know where you're watching from. And I'm curious to know how far these stories travel here at Family Secrets and Revenge. "It's a suite, David." "Don't make that face," she said, finally looking up. Her eyes were cold, like she was defending a legal brief rather than talking to her husband. Two completely separate bedrooms, a shared living area, and a kitchenette. It's purely professional. If I request a private room, I look like I'm not a team player. I look like I'm high maintenance. And in this economy, that's a death sentence for a promotion. You want me to get this, don't you? I wanted her to be happy, but more than that, I wanted to trust the woman I had shared a bed with for over a decade. I watched her pack. Usually for business trips, she packed charcoal gray suits and sensible heels. This time, and I saw her tucking away silk nightgowns, the deep emerald one I'd bought her for our honeymoon, and lace undergarments that hadn't seen the light of day in months. When I asked her about them, she didn't even blink. "The Biltmore has a world-class spa and a heated mineral pool, David. I'm going to be networking at all hours. I need to feel put together even when I'm off the clock." I stood in the doorway, the smell of her expensive perfume mingling with the scent of my own growing dread. Every logical explanation she gave felt like a brick